Let's assume you have been inducted into a company where you have to work these many days, after which your probation period would be considered as finished. Now, based on this start date and the number of days to work, how we are going to calculate the end date, this is where we will use Workday function. So let's get into the video. On many occasions, based on our start date, we have to calculate an end date. It might be a probationary period, it might be a delivery date, or it could be a project that needs to be finished within a certain number of days. For this purpose, we use Workday function. So this is our start date, and these are the number of days that needs to be included, and over here we will calculate the end date that comes right after the inclusion of these 30 days into our start date. So how we will do that? Simply write is equal Workday. Now over here you can see we have actually two functions, Workday and Workday International. First, let's locate Workday, then I'll show you workday.intl tab, and over here you can see we have only three arguments: start date, days, and holidays. So this is going to be our start date, comma, these are the number of days which we will work, comma, and these are going to be the number of holidays. So over here I have separately put in the number of holidays that would be included in these dates. So simply highlight these like this. Let's make these holidays fixed. For that, simply press F4 from your keyboard, or you can use Fn and F4 together if you are on laptop. Now close the parentheses, press enter, and there we go. So this is going to be the date when these 30 days are finished. Let me copy the formula to the rest of the cells. Let's verify whether it has calculated it correctly or not. Right over here you can see we have 4th of April 2024. So this is going to be the start date, 4th of April. Simply include 5 days into it and we will reach 11th of April 2024. So this is going to be our start date. Let's count it as the first day. So 1, 2, and these twos are weekends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this 11th day is the one on which we are finished with these 5 days. Now you could see this 4th of April, that is the start date, was included in working days. But if you want to exclude it, then simply go over here into your formula and right over here in the start date, simply enter -1. Keep your cursor right over here and press enter. And let me copy the formula to the rest of the cell, and there you can see now the date comes out to be 10. Previously it was 11. Now this first date is not being counted. So simply look at what your company requires. So simply tweak the formula like this. Let me press Ctrl Z as I don't need to include the first date. By default, Saturday and Sunday are considered as weekends. But if you're working somewhere where Saturday and Sunday are not considered as weekend, then you can use workday.intl to include non-traditional weekends. Let me show you. Is equal workday, and let's choose .intl tab, start date. So this is going to be our start date, comma, days. So these are days, comma, and there you can see now we have a bunch of options to choose our non-traditional weekends. It could be Sunday or Monday, Monday or Tuesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, and so on. Let's say Monday and Tuesday are our weekends. So we'll simply insert 3. As you can see, this corresponding number. You can either insert the number. For example, we want to include Monday and Tuesday as our weekend. So we'll insert 3 as our weekend, or you can simply double click on Monday and Tuesday to include Monday and Tuesday as weekend, and now insert comma again, and let's include holidays. So I'm gonna include these holidays and close the bracket like this, press enter, and there we go. Now this is going to be our end date based on a non-traditional weekends. Beside this, there are some other possibilities with this function as well. Let me show you. Let's say we are working in a company where Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are considered as off days, and rest of the days, excluding traditional weekends, are considered as work days. So how would I include this particular thing into my function? So simply write is equal Workday International, start date, comma, working days, comma, and let's say, so over here we have to tweak our formula like this. Simply insert double quotes, and inside double quotes simply write for Monday. Since it is not being included, so we'll write 1. Now Tuesday is actually a working day, so we'll write 0. Wednesday again is an off day, so we'll write 1. Thursday again is a working day, so we'll write 0. Friday an off day, so we'll write 1. And after that, we have Saturday and Sunday, and both are off days or weekends, so we'll write 1 1. So 1 stands for no inclusion and 0 stand for inclusion. Now simply close the parentheses, press enter, and there we go. Simply drag it down, and there you can see now we have a new date right over here. Now you could see previously it was 11 of April, now it extends to 23 because there are so many off days between 4th of April and 23 of April. One thing that I must show over here is if you want to include the holidays, then you can simply press one more comma over here and insert your holidays into it like this, and now press enter. And there we are. Simply drag it down, and this is going to be the end date based on this start date, including these working days into it. So that was it for today's tutorial. I hope you have found this tutorial useful. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.